Greetings, salutations, and good now. I'm an astrologer. I'm not an astrologer, but I'm Kevis Major, doing it major, helping you to do it major using the insights of astrology. Now, welcome back. Welcome to the Taurus season. Happy Taurus season. Today, we're going to be tapping into one of my favorite resources. We have the MacDonald's Farmer's Almanac 2025. Now, this isn't just for astrologers or persons who practice astrology, practitioners. This is a treasure trove for gardeners, fishers. I mean, even someone planning a wedding day or a good swimming trip. This is a good resource. So anyone who wants to understand their astrological sign or their zodiac better and just, good days for doing certain things, this is definitely a good resource to keep at hand. So today we're going to be tapping into the Taurus energy. Now on the first page, it says here that Taurus rules the neck. I don't know if you could see that. It also has the symbol. Taurus is the bull. It says here that Taurus is an earth sign, feminine, and it rules April 20th up until May 20th. All right, so April 20th. But this year, Taurus season started on the 19th. Anyway, let's fast forward into the Taurus zodiac and see what it says for our Taurus males and females. Now, general characteristics of Taurus is fixed, earthly, intellectual, feminine, negative sign. Ooh. Expresses will, purpose, power, rules the neck, throat, and also travel. So when we say that it rules the neck and the throat, it has a lot to do with speaking and speaking up for yourself and speaking things of value and purpose with power. A man born in this sign is firm, self-reliant, persistent, determined, secretive, reserved, and courageous. When angered, furious, headstrong, and unwielding. So if you get a Taurus angry, yeah, they go all out. He is slow, patient, puddling. What does plodding mean? Has great physical vitality, sincere, reliable, and a faithful friend. Steadfast and loyal when put to the test and real necessity arise. I find this absolutely true. But, however, the Taurus male could be abusive, even to friends when excited or angry. So we got to watch out for when the Tauruses have those mood swings. However, it said earlier that Tauruses are slow and patient. So it takes them a long time, to get to that boiling angry point. He has keen intuition in all that pertains to practical business, makes few blunders, has good executive abilities, also makes good agriculturists. He is more fortunate in money matters than in love affairs. Prefers strangers to relatives. Likes to have his own way and is generous in doing so. Generous. Inclined to interfere in other people's affairs, which causes him to be much disliked. Taurus males. He generally lives to old age, has but few real friends but many enemies. Likes pleasure and high living, often occupies high positions and becomes wealthy. All right, so that was the Taurus males. Let's get into Taurus females. That was a fascinating read, and I'm really excited for Taurus females. So let's dive in. The female born under the Taurus influence. A woman born in this sign has a warm heart, generous, clinging nature, always ready to bear the burden and sorrow of those she loves. Is an excellent housekeeper and does not dislike manual labor. but is more fond of a life of ease and pleasure than one which calls for great activity. She will succeed well in lines that pertain to woman's affairs. So I'm thinking that, women's health, women's beauty, women's reproduction, anything that is specific to females. When angered, she becomes furious and says just what she means, regardless of consequences. She should guard against being led away or misled through sympathetic feelings or flattery. She is careful and economical, has good opportunities for marriage, sometimes makes a mistake, gets a penurious husband, and the domestic life is then unhappy. All right, so if she marries, someone who is not compatible with her, then a life of unhappiness is there. Divorce and second marriage are the consequent and a happy result. Okay, so a Taurus female would get divorced. Most congenial partners will be found in Virgo and Capricorn born, and not infrequently in Libras. I could definitely see this. And there's some gems for the Tauruses. We have moss, agate, emerald, and the colors red and yellow. And obviously, if you merge red and yellow together, you get like a good orange shade. All right, so that was the zodiacal tendencies of Taurus people born in the Taurus season, making you, a sun sign Taurus, or your sun being in Taurus. All right, guys, that was it. Taurus season from the MacDonald's Farmer's Almanac. That was quite informative and surprisingly a very fun read. I mean, all of the Tauruses that I know are exactly like this. I mean, all of the Taurus males that I know personally are business owners, or they're into, their own trade, whether it's welding, carpentry, mechanic, farming, they're really handy, inclined to manual work and excelling in manual work. Again, good with money. They like nice things. They're better at business over their love and relationships. That's definitely true. And you don't want to get them cross, or you don't want to push them to the edge. Found that very, very accurate. And the same thing with females. I mean, good at taking care of things, good at nurturing things, but just prefers, the more Venus side, which deals with, love, appreciation, beauty, cosmetics. So if you're a Taurus female, choosing a career that deals with, women's affairs is something that you should do. All right, major farewell until we meet or greet again. I'm Kevis Major, doing it major.